Okay, so here we have an Empacher pair that the customer wanted it to be like brand new again, and of course that always takes a lot of time on these boats. So what we did on this was the cut water there was banged up, that someone had fixed it, and so we fixed that, painted it, put a new bow ball on it, then cleaned up the hull and got it back to, well, like brand new condition almost. And then there had been some repairs that were done on it by others, and so we wanted to get rid of that for them. So there was a slice, if you look at the before video here, there was a little slice that was filled in, so we fixed that there. And then as you come back, there were 3 other little spots that had been previously repaired, but we had to actually redo them over completely because although they were sealed up, they were soft. Nothing to the fin. And yeah, so the bottom of the boat looks terrific again. So onto the top end here now, and that's the original bow ball. And we didn't do anything to the top end of the boat other than clean it. There was a couple little minor dings in it, really not worth fixing, totally cosmetic. I mean, there was one there, but so into the inside, and we did get all the dirt off around the base of the tracks and cleaned it up way better. And then we also cleared the interior, replaced the non-skid that they put in there, and that's because the heel rubs against the bottom of the boat. Now what had to happen here was, because if you look in the original video, where the toe was and where the black cable is, it was way too long, so it binded up. Well, the previous owner was not using the toe, it was secured. So unfortunately, because that stuff was crimped at the end and actually was rusted, we had to replace the cable and the Bowden wire there, and that led to having to take the foot stretcher completely apart, well, to get the bar off, and which means you got to take the shoes off, and you know, it's involved. It doesn't take like a minute. And then the other thing we did up here was, you can see they have those cams for the foot stretcher. Well, it's very difficult to operate that one in the center of the boat, so we took it out and put a wing nut there. And then we did get to clean this up. The baler looks 100% better than it did before. Now the stern deck had some issues with it, so we just painted the whole thing over again. Did the repairs on it and painted the whole thing. So just got one little minor cleanup to do on this thing. Make sure there's no residue anywhere, and it'll be good to go. So I think the customer will be happy, but a lot of time had to go into it to get it to be back like this again.